But the defense looks great. But I've kind of taken the factor that the teams that we've played haven't been the best. And I still think the defense has potential to remain good, if not great. But I just want a little something extra if this is going to be the year. I've been looking at Chase Young, Patrick Surtain's come up. We've seen Denver's kind of willing to break away from pieces. We saw it with Randy Gregory. Does any of that entice you? Do you think this Detroit Lions team needs an extra piece like that to truly feel like contenders for like a Super Bowl, not just making the playoffs and winning the game?
See, I like this. I like this because I do think we're in that tier. I say some crazy stuff on this show. I know I do, and maybe it comes back it's like that was way off. I do think we could be the best team in the NFC here, and if you do that, you can go to the Super Bowl. But I'm with you because I actually do agree. I don't think we need to. If the Lions didn't make a major move, I wouldn't sit back and say, dang, we don't have a shot. Because like you said with Jerry Jacobs, man, credit to him, right? Mosley's coming back, and he just stepped up. He's like, he's just going to take the position from me. Cam Sutton can rotate. You know what I mean? So shout out to him for that. But I will say, it's really two spots, specifically defensively, where I would say I wouldn't be mad at adding someone. One is cornerback. Now, that doesn't need to be a Pat Surtain. It could be a little bit more of a cheaper price to give up. I mean, I was on Amik Robertson. That was the Raiders corner, had some rivers he may move. Then he picks off Jordan Love in the end zone. I'm like, okay, probably not going to move him. But someone of that caliber, I know Jalen Johnson from the Bears is interesting. If you didn't have to give up a ton, I'd be interested. A guy like Jeremy Chin intrigues me because if I look at him and say, look, I don't have to give up a ton, and even if he's just a matchup piece, who knows what his role is? He's on the final year of his rookie deal. They haven't really been able to figure out in Carolina. But I know he's big. He can really move, and he could be just that tight end matchup piece that we need when we see San Fran down the line, right? That's what I'm looking at, who's the best teams. And because that I'm looking at it that way, the other position ultimately comes as well to defensive tackle for me. Not to say I need a starter. I'm cool with getting a rotational piece, but I wouldn't be mad if the Lions try to bolster that a little bit, where that's going kind of the route of maybe we can use a guy that can stop the run a little bit from one of these teams like Denver, or it's going with a guy from Philly who's loaded on the front, getting a little pass rusher like a Milton Williams, just adding a little bit of juice. Because what happens if Alim misses a game? What juice do I have in the interior for pass rush? I don't think I have much at all outside of putting Kaminsky in the inside. So little things like that, I'm on board with it because I think the biggest strength of our defense this year hasn't been who's the top tier players, though we have some. It's been what is the depth like? Like we go to the depth and it feels like we still have starters out there. So I'm not mad at adding to that.